¿Cómo está?
Bien.
Bien. ¿Y tú?
Hello, Madrid.
¿Y tú? ¿Y tú?
Luz?
This is how I'm wearing my hat.
Hello?
Hello. Is there a question?
Here?
Yes.
Hi. While we are waiting for Jessica, that I think she's coming right now.
Yeah, what's the Schrammer? Schrammer! What's going on? There she is. Give it up for Jessy Schram, everyone. Cinderella.
Preguntas? Questions?
How are you guys? So many cameras.
Please, questions? Huh?
Hi. Hello. First of all, welcome to Madrid, Spain. And my question is for David. Hi to you for the third time today. I've realized that earlier in the meeting room, none of us asked you about your role as Mr. Gilbert in the Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. How does it feel to play a father with a daughter just 8 years younger than you?
Yeah, right? Yeah, that was odd. That was odd, but somehow I tapped into my fatherly instincts when I was written as a father. Mostly I was written as just a guy who wanted vampires dead, and I wouldn't anger my daughter. But actually, it's a funny story because I knew about me becoming her father. I was her father, but she read the script a month or two later, and at like 4 in the morning, Nina called me. She's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, no, that's weird, right? You're 7 years younger than me. Doesn't make any sense. And I'm blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
Yeah.
And you're from Bulgaria." Right? Doesn't make any sense. But we made do.
Well, thank you very much, and keep being that guy who we love to hate.
Okay,
We feel the same way. Yeah, same. Nosotros también.
Hola. Hi. Now that next season is almost here and winter is coming, what do you think about Frozen? Are you guys excited? Have you seen it?
I love Frozen.
I loved the movie, so I'm excited to see what elements they bring. It's such a new thing that we're so used to working with fairy tales that we've known since a young age or that are a couple years older. So this is such a new addition that it'll be interesting to see what they add and what liberties they take with it.
But don't you think if she hadn't already been Cinderella, she could have been Elsa? Let it go! I have 2 little kids. I'm a little over Frozen. We sing it a lot.
I'm excited to sing along. I hope they make it a musical piece.
I've never seen it.
What?
So, what do you expect of next season?
What's that?
What do you expect from next season?
Next season. What do we expect from next season of Once Upon a Time?
Whatever you see in the previews is all we're allowed to really share. Adam and Eddie like to keep things close to the vest for good reason. So I think whatever you guys see is really what we know.
And I think the big reveal is the Frozen thing, isn't it?
Already revealed, right? The end of...
That's the big reveal.
That's it.
I really don't know what to expect, to be completely honest.
I know something. I can't tell.
Expect less of me.
Because Ted has a new show. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I got a new show. It's called iZombie. It's going to be on CW. It's created by Rob Thomas, who did Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars. This was Jessy Schram was in Sweet Sweet Veronica Mars. And the lead in Veronica Mars, who played Veronica Mars, Kristen Bell, a friend of mine, we did Heroes together. She was the lead in Frozen. It all comes back. Rose Hybrid, Tinkerbell. She's the lead in iZombie, and I'm the bad guy.
It all comes together. Except I have nothing to do with it. Can we find a thing? Can we find a time?
Chin.
Here now. All I do is excommunicate Tinkerbell.
This is going swimmingly. Are you guys having a good time?
Yeah. Don't put this on.
More questions. More questions.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. We already see you, saw you yesterday in the press conference. We are the Spanish side about
the una vez?
Yeah. Eraste una vez. And I would like to ask you, there's a lot of stuff happened in the last 3 seasons. And what was the time, the moment, the scene you thought, oh my God, this is so Once Upon a Time?
In the show?
Yeah, in the show, the last 3 seasons. You in it or not. The scene you saw in your sleep and you said, oh my God, this is so Once Upon a Time. So in the seasons, what was the moment while watching that went, this is what Once Upon a Time is all about? Yeah, right. Wow, Once Upon a Time, when I watch it, it's changed so much from when Cinderella appeared, when I was first watching it. So as it goes along, I think the moments that are so Once Upon a Time are when you don't expect what's happening, because it's constantly turning over and constantly bringing something new. So I think every season, most of the moments that you don't expect it's Once Upon a Time, and anything can happen. So for me, I would say most moments that you don't expect to be revealed are the most moments where you go, this is why the show is the way it is.
It's a solid answer.
That was pretty good. I felt like in the finale, when I was watching the season finale, and they kept going back to what we saw originally with, Snow White having the net and the whole prince, how they kept going back and making references to some of the earlier stuff, which I thought was really bang on and so great for the fans. But I really loved spotting the now Ginny, because Ginny was really pregnant when they were shooting that. And then they would go back to the first season, Ginny would be like, and you could see, and she would be running and you knew that it was the stunt girl because Ginny was like in a chair in the green room.
I loved those things when it went back to catching the moment before.
It was great.
It was really neat to remember those scenes and go, oh, this is when they first met.
And how they changed it because,
she cracked the bridge
the wrong way.
She ruined it all. But ultimately made it better.
That little bug. Ladybug. How do you say ladybug in Spanish? I forget. Okay. What do you call it?
¿Cómo se dice ladybug? Mariquita.
Mariquita. See, I was close. I know.
Bug.
Good.
Bug, I was close. Bug. And David, please. Yes, David? Yeah, you have to answer.
When I delivered the baby, Ginny and Josh's baby, Tish's baby.
He did in real life.
And then that happened, and then Ginny was still super pregnant. And I was like, that's so Once Upon a Time.
Thank you so much.
Hi everybody. First I would like to say, David, I like it. I know you since you worked at the TV show Alias. I love that TV series. And the question is for all of you. Have you ever been asked about what would you like to happen to your characters? Something like, what would you like? For example,
Die.
Yeah. Something like, would you like to die or to fall in love with somebody or something in that scene?
What character specifically? Are you you're saying multiple characters. Was there a specific character?
No, in general.
Oh, and once upon a time?
Yeah, with your characters. I mean, if, for example, the director has told you something like, what would you like, David, for your character to happen in the series?
Oh.
You know what I want to say?
I think, what would you like to see?
Now you
I'm not putting you on the spot. You put me on the spot, sir.
Turn the tables. I would like to see Dr. Whale bring Cinderella back in the enchanted forest made out of dirt. I would like you to put me in the tree. That is what I would like.
I think Cinderella should be a nun.
Oh my God, that's so much fun. I would like to see that. I would like to see
I'm
that.
going to say what I would like for Dr. Whale. I would like for Frankenstein to bring Cinderella. She's not dead. We don't know where she is. So I would like him.
Oh, I can fix a sleeping spell. Easy.
This is what I mean.
Oh, that's not Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella.
I lost a shoe.
I gotta be honest, guys. I blacked out for a second. What's going on? Who are you people? I guess to answer your question, I guess the answer is I think there was talks about Frankenstein or Blue Whale. Blue Whale sounds sexy. Or Cinderstein. Cinderstein? That sounds like a good ship. Or Frankenwolf with Megan Ory, who played Little Red Riding Hood.
That just sounds good.
That would be Whalewolf. Whalewolf. I like it.
Whalewolf?
Yeah.
So he would like a whale wolf
I like it. Yeah.
to have it with his character.
I think if Megan and I didn't have other shows we're doing, we'd have
A whale wolf.
yeah, she's been on Person of Interest on CBS for some time. Oh, not Person of Interest, Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, we got canceled.
Oh, it got canceled?
So maybe it will be whale.
We'll be back to you in a second. That's too bad. I thought it was Megan. It was CBS. Oh, wow. Did you watch Intelligence? Nobody watched? Did you like it? Was it good? Was it good? It was good? Why the heck did you cancel that? Oh, that's too bad.
It's possible in life.
Is it canceled?
Yeah.
I think Keegan's lying. I think it was a super big hit.
Could we just misinformed?
It got canceled? Yeah. See?
Finito. See?
Finito. Anyway, did that answer your question?
I would like to be the Black Fairy. La Fada Negra.
I would like Cinderella to come back in the form of a tree, done by Mr. West.
Oh my God, I had no idea what you're asking. I like to play Captain Hook. Are you kidding me?
Well, we married and then blow dust, and then I can become Cinderella again. And have my happy ending.
This is going off the rails. Next question.
That's where we want our characters to go, not who we want to be.
Well, tonight
We went there.
went there.
Next question.
Thank you so much.
Hola.
Hola, hi. My name is Maud. I come from Barcelona, and my question is: you are playing in different series like Falling Sky, Heroes, Vampires Diaries, Once Upon a Time, and
Bates Motel. Come on, give me something.
and I would like to know how is to act, to perform in different series. How is it? I mean,
Awesome, because it means you're working.
what do you prefer? For example, for Dave, I saw you in Heroes and Vampires Diaries, Once Upon a Time as well. Which character do you prefer?
Of the three.
Yeah.
I think I'd go with. Well, I mean, Dr. Frankenstein is really cool, isn't it? And that's the whole reason I did this show. That we've been lucky to be a part of. Was for Dr. Frankenstein, but I've done more Dr. Will. But Dr. Frankenstein was cool, but Adam in Chiqueza, I can say, in Heroes was a lot. Yeah. It's a drunk. I lost a lot of weight in that armor. It was 100 pounds of armor I wore that they wore in Last Samurai that like Tom Cruise wore. And we were shooting in like August in Malibu or like Gore Hills. Yeah, I lost a small child that summer. Wait!
Not a real child.
Not in real life. My child is, I don't have children.
And for Jessy, you are playing in Falling in the Sky. It's a dark side. I mean, it's not a good, a nice character. And it's Once Upon a Time. It's very differently. How is it to act?
You know, one is an overlord and one is a princess, and I guess that there are similar characteristics in both, if you can put them. It's interesting because on Falling Skies I was somewhat 3 different characters. I was Karen before she got harnessed, then I got harnessed and I was under control, and then I had free will as an overlord. So I really got to play 3 different characters in that, and some of them were similar to Ashley Boyd in Cinderella, in terms of it being a girl that's in a desperate situation trying to get out. So I loved getting to toy with the manipulation that was Karen Nadler in Falling Skies. I loved really trying to figure all that out and hopefully succeeding with that. And I did watch a few episodes the other day of Cinderella, and even with the contract with Rumpelstiltskin, there was manipulation there, and there was a strong girl. So I would say that they are 2 completely different characters, yet rooted in the same goal of surviving. So I prefer playing with the dark as opposed to the light, but they're both pretty awesome.
And my second question is, how do you cope with all that success right now?
Do you cope with what?
The success.
Oh! I'm trying hard to keep up. It's a lot of cities, it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of new people to meet all the time, but as long as it's coming, I will go. I will go wherever it takes me. I'm very lucky.
I love that when she said a lot of new people, she scanned me and Keegan. A lot of new people.
I gotta deal with a lot of new people.
I don't know.
And we've been before, so.
It's a lot of new settings to walk into all the time. And when you get to put on different characters and go from show to show, it's a new family that you embark on every time, let alone a new character. You're on new sets. A lot of the time you're coming into a place where people are already set up and really a family, and maybe you fit in, maybe you don't. And then you also have the responsibility of doing your actual job of portraying your character. So I accept the challenge. I think it's kind of what I live for.
And my last question, if I can. What do you think about God, Game of Thrones, and do you want to play?
Me gusta.
Me gusta.
Mucho.
See.
Game of Thrones, I can talk all day long.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is the best show on television.
We've been super fanning in the green room.
Fan.
Who else is crushing that Jon Snow didn't come? Huh?
Keith Harrington.
On Super Crush.
We've been sitting down with the Game of Thrones cast, basically just telling them every moment that we've loved of the season. And they're like, oh, we need to get food. We're like, we'll come with you. And we keep talking. So they've gotten an earful from us. Sorry, I took your question. I'm like, we love it.
Thanks for sharing that moment with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi again. My question is, which is your favorite season from Once Upon a Time? Season.
Season 2.
Season 1? I love season 1. I got like sucked right into the whole thing, and I felt like as the fan watching that season 1 had the most corazón. You know?
Yeah.
I just felt like it was like the people, the real people, whereas I feel like the seasons that have come after have been a lot about like the broad-reaching tendrils of fairy tale stories, but I felt like season 1 was the most about those people like waking up from this crazy thing.
There was a home, like a home base where now we're finding everything, and it's so interesting the new adventures and people that we're embarking on. But it was the beginning and introduction of a lot. So
and it was something really new, like it was something that they hadn't really done before. It kind of broke some ground in terms of changing the stories of fairy tale characters, and you know, it was the first we got introduced to going back into the fairy tale land. The first we could see these fabulous costumes and this magical world, and I you know, was really digging in season 1.
Okay, thank you. Which is your favorite scene you have done?
for me, I would say with Rumpelstiltskin in the pumpkin patch. That was definitely a night that I'll always keep close to mi corazón. But that for me will always be very memorable, and it was definitely a learning experience and really an amazing night. And that whole night too, we had also, well, yeah, it's the same scene, losing Prince Thomas, and it was really fun, and we were all acting together. Lee was there, Jamie was there, Tim was there, so everyone was there, but acting with Robert in the pumpkin patch and really striking that deal with him, for me, was my favorite moment.
I felt like that too, working with Robert Carlyle.
Bobby.
Hi.
He's the favorite.
He's everybody's favorite, because we love Bobby.
He's the best.
We love Bobby.
Bobby is the best. I remember there was one scene I had with Bobby, and it was one of my Frankenstein episodes, and you know, I wanted to get perfect, and I wasn't getting perfect. And even if it was perfect, I wouldn't think it was perfect, because I hate my work.
He's an actor.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, Bobby, I'm so sorry. He's like, David, you never fucking say you're sorry to me. You never fucking say you're sorry. I get it. The greatest person in the world. Greatest actor work ever, and he's the wonderful person. Wonderful human being.
Yeah, you never apologize. You just bring what you're bringing, and you act with each other, and you go with the moment. He's there to support you, and also really own the moment. So you have to step up.
Yeah.
There's a sax that he brings that you play with, and he's so supportive.
I think it was Mr. Gold. I think it was Mr. Rumble. He's chewing the scenery. Mr. Gold, so good.
Like season 1, Mr. Gold.
His reactions of Mr. Gold are so innocent. They're so good.
And then when you see him, you know, in the old days when May was little and he was such a, you know, before he became Rumble and he was like, ¿Me entiende?
Thank you.
Hello. First, congratulate Jessy for heroine as Karen in Falling Skies. I really loved it.
Okay, thank you.
And my question is like in the Frankenstein episode, trying to get back to life with Gina's boyfriend and all that, we were presented to like another world, because Frankenstein is like one of the classic fairy tales, like in our series and all that. So if they decided to include all the characters that are not fairy tales, but they are from classic novels and all that, what character would you like to be?
What character would I like to be that's kind of classic fairy tale novel like Frankenstein?
For example, they kind of discovered that Mary Poppins is confused, and I can see Keegan as Mary Poppins, kind of like Devil Fairy and Mary Poppins.
Right. No. I mean, we could see you as Mary Poppins.
Oh, it'd be Dick Van Dyke.
Mary Poppins is Devil Fairy. Yeah.
So what would I like as my alternative character almost? Kind of?
Yes.
On Once Upon a Time or in general?
In general.
Because now that you say Mary Poppins, I love the penguin dance.
I think she should do the penguin dance, don't you?
It's a jolly old day with Mary.
It should be I think that all of a sudden I'm in Frankenstein's world, and I'm seeing that you're saying he's bringing people to life. So who would I want to be brought as? Yes. Oh, Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller. Bueller. I would go with Cinderella. I would stick with Cinderella. Is that okay? Would I stick with Cinderella? I mean, she was my favorite growing up. I loved her. I loved Anastasia. I loved Mulan. So I'm going to stick with Cinderella. Who I want to be is Cinderella. So I'm good on that one.
I like to be Daniel Day-Lewis from Last of the Mohicans.
I want to be like Helena Bonham Carter in Fight Club.
Alright, Daniel Day-Lewis, and there will be blood. I like just Daniel Day-Lewis. Just him to be the greatest actor in the world. I like to just look. You know, he quit acting. He He became a cobbler in Italy, and Martin Scorsese tracked him down for gigs in New York. He was making shoes, for God's sakes. The greatest actor in the world, making shoes. I bet he was making bang-up shoes. I would have worn those shoes. I'm just wearing them right now. Anyway.
Stick with Cinderella.
Anyway, long story short, Cinderella.
Kate Blanchett and Elizabeth.
Kate Blanchett, no. Danny Day-Lewis, Kate Blanchett.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Somewhat. It answered the question. I apologize.
We go on tangents. You're welcome.
There's more. Let's let me.
Thank you.
Hi. And I have. Sorry for my English. First of all, I have two questions. One for David. Don't you think you are the only doctor in the storybook? Because you're gynecologist, you work to get your medicine. Dr. Real, you back people to life. You are the only doctor, you do all the work. Dr. Hopper.
It seems like that. Oh yeah, I guess Archie, but he's a brain doctor.
Is there a vet?
Yeah, it seems like Dr. Will is the only doctor in town, right? But I've heard there have been hospital scenes in the show, and I wasn't a part of it. So what's that about? Talking to you, Keegan.
Your own girl.
And what was the second part? Do I bring bad people?
Yeah, no, I mean, you have different specialties in medicine. You go to all. He doesn't know. Yeah, he's the Walmart of doctors. Yeah. Dr. Wall.
One-stop shop with Dr.